What's up mga kababayan? News that matters here. Dito sa video natin ngayon ay ating panoorin itong nagbabagang balita. Kakapasok lamang mga kababayan na nagsama-sama na ang mga Mindanoan lawyers at political vloggers na ipatigil itong impeachment laban kay VP Sara. Paano ba naman kasi nakitaan na walang legality, no? O unconstitutional impeachment ang ginawa pala ng mga tuwadcom dito kay VP Sara na sila mismo hindi sinunod ang rules and regulation ng nasabing batas. Grabe, kaya pala ganun na lamang ang kagustuhan nila na maipasa agad sa Senado itong haing impeachment nila dito kay VP Inday. Ngunit sa kasamang palad, nakita nga nito ng mga Mindanoan lawyers na full support kay VP Sara. Pero bagong lahat mga kababayan, huwag niyo po sana kalimutang mag-like at subscribe para updated ka sa mga uploads ko araw-araw. At yun na nga no, mga kababayan, kung kayong aking tatanungin, dapat na ba talagang matigil itong impeachment kay VP Sara? Lalo na't wala naman palang legality ang ginawa ng mga tuwadcom? At may mapapala ba ang taong bayan kung mapaalis itong si VP Sara o hindi? Paki-comment nga ang inyong opinion sa ating comment section ng ating mapag-usapan. Kung kaya naman, hindi ko na patatagalin pa, heto na ang buong video.
Din kaming responsibility sa mga viewers namin. And marami kami na pina-follow ng daan-daan libong mga Pilipino worldwide, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas. And lahat sila alalang-alala sa mga nangyayari sa bayan natin. Alam naman natin na ito ay isang gawaing politika. Itong natatamasa ng mga Duterte ngayon ay politika lang. Kasi katulad ng sinasabi natin, itong petisyon natin na ito, may grounds and nasa batas. So ang gusto lang po natin yung nasa batas, yung nasa tama. Hindi naman namin sinasabing hindi na pwedeng ma-impeach ang mga matataas na posisyon sa gobyerno na impeachable. Pero ang gusto lang namin yung tama. Meron kasing mga grounds kaya namin ini-exhaust yung mga legal remedies na available naman sa atin. So, opinion ng mga galit sa mga Duterte, yung mga sinasabi nila, opinion ng mga Makabayan Bloc, yung kanilang mga sinasabi, personal nila yan, ginagalang natin yan, pero dapat igalang din nila yung opinion ng mga katulad namin na naniniwala na ang 32 million na Pilipino na bumoto mas makapangyarihan kaysa doon sa 250 or 200 plus na mga pumirma dyan sa Kongreso na nagpapanggap na sila ang boses ng mamamayang Pilipino pero sila mismo yung kumikitil sa malayang pagpapahayag ng mga Pilipino. Yun lang po.
Let's hear from Coach Ollie.
Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Bago po ako magkomentaryo patungkol doon, pwede ko po bang sagutin yung tanong ni Sir? Kasi kanina nabanggit ni Sir yung about sa 32 million at yung iba doon ay posibleng nasa kampo ng pula na nagre-represent na pabor sa impeachment. Posible. Pero sa tingin ko, nasa 32 million pa rin yun or maybe above 32 million. Kasi yung part nun, marami na pong nagising na mga solid North or yung mga solid supporters ng Marcos na ngayon ay alam nilang nabudol sila na hindi bumoto kay VP Sara. And ngayon, marami kaming natatanggap na comments and messages na sila ay parte na ngayon na supporters ni VP Sara. So, plus minus yon, I think it is very, very safe to say na it's still 32 million ang supporters ni VP Sara or more than. Doon naman sa tanong na yung side namin, kasi kami po yung, bagamat kami ay hindi abogado, pero kami po yung supporters sa social. At alam naman natin po, ang kalakaran ngayon, talagang ang tao, maybe more than half, mas nakatutok pa sa social media. So karapatan din natin na yung side naman namin, na unconstitutional yung impeachment. No? Kasi nga sabi kanina rin ni sir na parang last ditch effort daw.
Hmm.
Ang para sa amin, eto, karapatan nila magpasa ng impeachment. Karapatan ng bawat isa, meron tayong karapatan. Kayo, kami, tayong lahat. Ginamit nila yung karapatan nila mag-impeach. In-impeach si VP Sara, karapatan din namin itong isang pasakorte at pigilan. So sana, nirespeto namin kayo, respetuhin nyo rin kami, kung yung iba nga, na convicted na, nakakapag-hearing pa, siguro kami namang, wala namang kaso, pwede magsampa para pigilan yung impeachment ni VP Sara.
Naku sir, manggagalaitin na naman yan sa galit yung mga tuwadkong, no? Yung mga young guns nila tambaliza bungit sa inyo sa ginagawa nyo niyan, panigurado. Dito pa nga lang sa mabagal na usad ng impeachment, halos mahimatay na.
Yes. On my part, I signed this petition as a citizen, as a taxpayer, as a lawyer, and a continuous student of law. We did not sign this in our part as government officials or members of the Davao City Council, but because we fully believe that the government should be of laws and not of men. We all know that impeachment is, in its heart, a political process, but this does not mean that politics should be the main reason why impeachments are filed. So, on my part, I really want to make sure that the law is being followed to the letter and not abused in order to reach whatever ends other people may want for it. So, that's my
In addition to that, no, maybe you'd like also to read the rules of procedure of the House of Representatives, specifically Rule 2, Section 2. No? You would be surprised of the 19th Congress House Rules on Impeachment. Why? Because under Section 2, Rule 2 of the 19th Congress, I'm a law dean, I'm a law teacher, that's why it's very important for me that their own rules should have been followed. But in this case, they did not even follow their own rules. Because in Section 2, Mode of Initiating Impeachment, it reads, impeachment shall be initiated by the filing and subsequent referral to the Committee on Justice of, number 1, a verified complaint for impeachment filed by any member of the House of Representatives, or a verified complaint by any citizen upon a resolution of endorsement by any member thereof, or a verified complaint or resolution of impeachment filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House. So this means that even if you have 1/3 vote, if you follow their own rules, Rule 2, Section 2, that should have been referred first to the Committee on Justice. And then, even Section 3 of the House Rules on Impeachment, it reads also, it is the duty of the Secretary General to immediately refer any complaint to the Speaker of the House. And under the last paragraph of Section 3, the Speaker shall have it included in the order of business within 10 session days from receipt. It shall then be referred to the Committee on Justice within 3 session days thereafter. That's their own rules.
Tsaka wala naman talagang alam mga tuwadkong pagdating sa batas. Nagpipiling abogado nga lang sila sa harap ng kamera. Kaya nga sabi nila nagiging katatawanan na lang ang ginagawang paglilitis nila, wika ng taong bayan.
Section 3, Rule 2 of the 19th Congress House Rules on Impeachment. So, by reading this, they did not follow their own rules insofar as the 3 first impeachment complaints and even the 4th complaint, because it did not even pass through the Committee on Justice. And then finally, Rule 4, Section 14 of the 19th Congress Rules of Procedure, it even states that the verified complaint shall have specific recitations in the verification. It reads that we, after being sworn in accordance with law, depose and state that we are the complainants in the above entitled complaint, resolution of impeachment, that we have caused the said complaint, resolution to be prepared, and have read the contents thereof, and that the allegations therein are true of our own knowledge and belief on the basis of our reading and appreciation of documents and other records pertinent thereto. Even this was not followed in the impeachment complaint actually filed in the Senate. So we have here a situation where the House of Representatives did not even follow their own rules and rushed in a blitzkrieg fashion the filing of an impeachment complaint against the Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Sir, Bongo Bea Pinisa po ng Bambo Radyo.
Radyo Philippines. As po lang sir, last Friday po may nag-file po ng petition na minamadali na po yung Senate na iproseso itong impeachment case. Do you think sir, this is a desperate move din po since sabi ng Kongreso, desperate din po ang move na ito na ginagawa nyo? Yan po sir.
We are not, in the business of belittling anyone, especially me. I respect the right of each and every citizen to do what he thinks is right under the law. It's just that if you compare their petition and our petition, the number itself, mas marami kami. No? So, secondly, if you will read Section 3, Paragraph 4, Article 11 of the 1987 Constitution, kunyari estudyante kita iha, basahin natin. In case the verified complaint or resolution of impeachment is filed by at least 1/3 of all the members of the House, the same shall constitute the articles of impeachment, and trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed. Yung trial by the Senate shall forthwith proceed, nasa dulo na. So meaning, i-comply mo muna itong in case the verified complaint. So how do we determine whether or not the complaint was verified? You look at the rules of procedure of Congress. And Rule 4
doon pa lang pala, butata na itong mga tuwadcom na hindi nila sinunod ang rules at regulation na meron sila. Grabe. Kaya pala nagkakandara pa, naibigay na agad sa Senado ang trabaho ng impeachment.
Section 14 thereof states the particular verification requirement that should have been followed. And we also look at Rule 2, Section 2C. It states that it should have passed through the Committee on Justice, which they did not do. And they should have followed Section 3 of Rule 2 of the House Rules, which they also did not follow. So therefore, why should we waste millions of government funds to go through a Senate trial when the House of Representatives did not even meet the requirement of verification? They did not even follow their own rules. So therefore, this complaint should only have one destination. And you know, Iha, where that is? To the waste basket. That is its destination.
Mabasura.
Last question. Sir, follow up ko lang po. Since yun nga po nakapag-file na po tayo ng petition, do you think kakatigan po tayo ng Supreme Court sa desisyon na maghain po ng temporary restraining order sa impeachment case ni Vice President Sara Duterte before doon sa tinakdang buwan na June daw po ang magiging process nito sa Senado. So, tingin niyo po ba kakatigan tayo ng Supreme Court?
You know, I am a practicing Muslim and a devout one. I always believe in the power and majesty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything is upon Him, and if He touches the hearts of the 15 Supreme Court justices and He would convince them that enough is enough, then we might have the probability of winning. But as to certainty, I would not take that away from the Lord, great Almighty, the most beneficent, the most merciful.
Thank you. Let's hear final messages. Can we start from any last words to say before we end today's press call?
As mentioned earlier also, I'll just like to reiterate na before the Senate would hear the complaint, and that is their, by the way, that is their sole prerogative to hear impeachment complaint based on the Constitution. The petitioners in this petition likewise have seen that the petition that was filed was defective, and therefore we need to raise it up to the Supreme Court to seek relief on a petition which we feel and believe was fatally defective based on constitutional and legal grounds. So we would, from here on, we would expect that the legal processes in filing petitions will proceed forthwith. Thank you.